Hello, welcome back to Argus. We had some crazy stuff happen in the last part, including the death of Danu, rest in peace, and this ace up our sleeves who's telling us that Argus is much, much, much older than anything. Maybe a bit of a conspiracy theorist, although all of this seems to be well in the vein of conspiracy theory stuff, so we're not out of our depth at least, or at least out of that realm. They kind of belong here, I guess is what I'm saying. Conspiracy theorists, alien people, they belong here. So, yeah, this ace person who's somebody I'm almost certain is somebody we've met before, who thinks Tim is a bit of a clown. That's all I remember. But they also said they're not a hacker, so that's narrowing down our list of possible people. And we reached out to Professor Fontaine about a discovery in a video with a girl whose name is Vanessa, but I swear is Sarah. And I'm gonna call it right now. My theory about that video is that Sarah was playing a character named Vanessa Thomas or Thompson or something. Because why else would Tim show us a picture? Maybe I'm turning into a conspiracy theorist. Maybe that wasn't even Sarah. Maybe the actress who plays Sarah has a twin sister, or they're just two actresses who look alike. But they both have that same, like a similar mole that's covered up with makeup on their face in like the same place, and they're both wearing way oversized glasses. And I swear they're the same person, but no one else is looking at the video and saying they're the same person. And sometimes I'm not that good at recognizing people. I don't have any sort of face blindness or something, but sometimes I get really insecure about being able to identify people as being the same person. Especially, I don't know. I don't think I'm that good at facial features, I guess. But so that feels like a conspiracy. I wanted to look it up, but I was afraid if they are the same person, it would be a spoiler, and I don't want the spoiler. But it just feels like Vanessa and Sarah are the same person. And my theory is that Sarah was making some sort of movie, although I would think her Cinemobby friends would know about it, but some sort of movie about Argus, um, some sort of movie about Argus that her friend somehow didn't know about. And so she's in the character of this Vanessa person, which I imagine then means we're about to find that out because we're supposed to be looking for Vanessa's contact information, which is what we're doing right now. I just remembered that that's what we told Professor Fontaine we'd look for her information. Oh, and we have 10 hours to solve the whole mystery. Fontaine finds the video very interesting. It must be real. Here's the chat history. Check it out. Fontaine confirmed that there are clear parallels to Argus. We have a lead. Fontaine would even like to contact Vanessa. Here's the chat history. Draw your own conclusions. So we all agree that this is an important lead? That we might find clues there on how to destroy or imprison Argus? Yes, there must be more clues. It can't just be the eyes on the walls. A being as powerful as Argus is unlikely to be impressed by this alone. In any case, it's a lead. Whether it helps us is the other question. Maybe we should better split up. Half of us drive to the house, the other half continue our research here. Whose house? I don't know. I don't feel like going there. Whose house? What could possibly happen? I'd be scared too. Whose house? Whose house? They said in the video, they said, I'm in this country. Did they mean the house that Vanessa was in? Because she just said, I'm just got to this country. I'm new to this country or something. We don't even know what country it is. Why are we assuming it's this country? Whatever country we're all in or they're in. Because apparently I'm not local because last time Noel was like, wait, you're not even from here. And I'm like, why are we on the same dating app then? Why are we in the same dating app if we're not in the same location? This is just like find your long distance romantic partner. If you've watched The Stage, you know I don't want a long distance romantic partner. It's not what I want. But also, if you watch The Healing and you know that me and Andreas are no longer together, then you know I don't want to go for that again. Anyway, all I know is I'm confused. So, what do you mean what could possibly happen? I don't know what to say. People keep getting murdered. Why would you want to? I just don't have anything to say. Ben, shall we go there? After the shock in Luis's apartment, I didn't really want to volunteer again. Okay. What the heck? I'm in. Caro, you could talk me into doing anything. I don't want to put a damper on your enthusiasm, but do we even know the address? Or the country? Or the country that it's in? Oh. We have one clue. She lives next to a church. Oh, God. Come on. Maybe we can find more articles about the find. We know the woman's name is Vanessa Thomas. We can do something with that. Maybe we can find more articles about the find. I've already had a look. It's a mystery to me, but there's no other mention of it. I have a totally different idea. Let's look up Vanessa Thomas. The Registry of Deeds. There won't be too many Vanessa Thomases who bought a house next to a church. We should be able to find her address. Great. Then why didn't you just say that instead of being like, well, we don't even know the address? Sounds like a good idea. But I hardly think that you can simply log into the registry. We need Indigo to hack into it. Well, good thing you've got a person who's hacker adjacent. Oh, Betty doesn't play by the rules for a change. You want me to hack into the registry? I got this. At some point, someone will notice, and then I'll get in real trouble. Nah, Wolf's got me. Wolf will protect me. Thanks, Indigo. I said this because I've just recently started editing the videos, and I said it before, and I'm saying it again. Get used to saying that a lot, Enrico. Thanks, Indigo. That's the refrain of all of these games. Thanks, Indigo. Thanks, Indigo. Thanks, Indigo. I am your hero. Don't you forget it. I just hit the flat button. Don't make me do it. Don't make me go into the store again. Please don't. Why are you spoon feeding me the repair tool? I know how to get to the repair tool. I'm a hacker. I'm a freaking hacker. You think I don't know how to navigate between different apps on my device? I'm repairing now. The login data was retrieved. Neat. Username LP registry. Password. Well, it's actually a good password. Good on you, whoever I'm hacking into. It worked. I hope that was the last time. It worked. I'm your hero. Don't know what we'd do without you, Indigo. That's what I'm here for. Literally what I'm here for. Brilliant. The login works. Of course it does, Betty. I'm good at my not job. At this thing I do for free for other people. There are several homeowners with the name Vanessa Thomas. Let's see. Let's narrow down the search results. Rural area. Date of purchase approximately 3 years ago. Next to a church. Beep, boop, boop. I think I've got it. Hey, Betty. I should introduce you to my friend Wolf. He could maybe use somebody like you on his team. If you're interested. Especially because I think Shadow's gonna go off on her own soon. Start her own agency or whatever. Oh, done. Oh no. What is it? Didn't it work? Can't you find the address? What is it? Suspicious activity detected. Access blocked. Shit. They noticed the unauthorized access. Then they also know I hacked the account. That could mean trouble for you, Betty. Then they also know I hacked the account. Maybe not. I downloaded a VPN beforehand. Oh. Maybe that's causing the problem. What? I hack things, but I don't know what a VPN is. It's a virtual private network. They were probably lucky. I'm sure that's why the access was blocked. Guaranteed. Some systems react very sensitively to VPNs. I didn't know that. Yeah, if you're logged in with a VPN, it could. Yeah. What do we do now? How can we get the address? Who said I didn't have the address? Before I was locked out, I was able to take a screenshot. Look at you. Look at you. You're the bomb. According to Google, Westbrook is a small town. It's also a street right next to Eastbrook, in a city in the state of Michigan, among others. Quite remote, but not that far from here. How far away exactly? Do any of you know the place? How far away exactly? By car. Probably about 15-30 minutes, depending on traffic. It's kind of strange. So close, and yet we didn't hear anything about the video. Because I think it's a fiction. I think Sarah made it. Maybe we're lucky for once. Should we get going, Caro? How do you not recognize your friend Sarah? I'm in front of your house already. But I wanted to discuss something with you first. I'll come up. Hey, I've been home for a few minutes, but I didn't want to interrupt. What does she want to discuss with him? Is this the moment where she's going to confess her feelings to him? Because I think I think they have feelings for each other. I don't know why. I just do. Finally, how are you doing? Are there any news? How are you doing? You've been through quite a lot in the last day or so. First, I lost my sister, and now Danu. I'm trying not to break down. Yeah. I get it. I no longer believe that Detective Barris thinks we're the culprits, or Barris. But he senses that we're hiding something. I was about to tell him the rest, too. But Danu is dead, and Amy is in danger. We can't waste any more time at the station. Oh, and Betty? I now know why your dad was at the crime scene. He's supporting Dr. Bennett with the autopsies again. Of course, he doesn't say a word about it to me. At least now I know why he stormed out of the house earlier. Guys, Caro and I have an update. Already? We called Professor Fontaine and told her we would work on the project with Indigo and Tim. She's coming with us to the house. If anyone knows about these things, it's her. Why didn't you talk to us first? I don't know what to make of it. Good idea. If you find something in the house, she'll be the best judge of it. We shouldn't drag anyone else into it. I mean, good idea, but why didn't you just tell the rest of us that that's what you're going to do? Exactly. Why did you have to do that in secret between the two of you? Great. It would have been too late now anyway. She's getting into my car right now. Wow. You didn't... She lives around the block. How convenient. Good luck. Take care of yourselves. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, flirting. Apparently. Honestly, Hi there. Just felt like texting you. Cool. Who are you again? What happened to my other love interest? What happened to these guys, the nurses? Oh no, I hit the button. Keon and Bene, who looks like Matt Pat. What happened to those guys? I'm not doing so great. So much has happened lately. After the murder of the student, 2 more bodies were found. Did we talk about that before? It's driving me up the wall. Did you hear about it? Yes, I did. Dreadful. Heard about it, but would rather not talk about it. Yes, I did. But apparently I'm not from here or something.
Oh dear, I must have accidentally dragged you down with me. Sorry about that. This whole thing is pretty overwhelming. How about we play a fun game to take our minds off it?
Basti, are you okay? uh, a fun game. Okay. Good idea. This whole thing. Oh dear, I think I dragged you down with me. How about we play a fun game to take our mind off it? Did I nail it or did I nail it? Yay! I suggest an emoji quiz. I'll send you 1 or more emojis at a time, and you can guess the word or group of words. There are different categories, for example, movies, songs, proverbs, etc. Ready? Absolutely, I guess I have no choice. Sure. Whatever. Which proverb? Proverbs? I don't know. I thought you were gonna go with like a movie or a song. It's raining cats and dogs. That's that's not a proverb. That's an idiom or something. Raining cats and dogs. A saying. I guess a proverb is a saying. Well done. I see you understood the game. Uh-huh. Yeah. Thanks everyone for assuming I'm really dumb. I must be really pretty because everyone assumes I'm really dumb. I mean, I know what indigo looks like, but I'm saying they must think I'm really pretty because I'm really dumb. Because they also think I'm really dumb. You know what I'm saying? You get it. I think Indigo's very pretty because she's made to look like my pretty dog, who's very pretty. Everyone is pretty. Everyone is pretty. Let's move on to the next question. Do we have to? Which song is this? Cheers to the nights we felt alive. Cheers to the tears we knew we'd cry. Cheers to goodbye. Tomorrow's gonna come too soon. Hangover, a little party never killed nobody. What do you mean, Justin Bieber? Hangover? I had no idea. That's right. I don't know who that person is. I had a really nasty hangover the other day, but the party was worth it. Wow, you have changed moods from being really depressed about a bunch of murders to the party was worth it in a real quick time. A quick amount of time. Do you like to party? Sometimes, but I'd go partying with you. Yes, I do. Depends. Most of the time, I just like to hang out. Oh, I didn't mean that to be like sexy. I don't mind that. Hanging out with you sounds great. Sorry, I'm not interested. Let's continue with puzzle number 3. Let's. I'm a little bit sus of everyone on this app, to be honest, also. On top of, like, not really actually being attracted to anyone, I think everyone on this app is sus. Especially Noel. Do you know this movie? It? He, she, it? It. Obviously, but it also could be the scary clown game that the developers put out. Well done. Pennywise says hello. We can watch it together someday. I'll protect you. I'd rather watch it with my friends Niels and Robin and Alex and Jimmy and Sophie. But not Alex, because we haven't met yet. Or maybe we have. Maybe we're about to. Which star is this? Your eyesight belongs to me. Oh, wait. Okay. Because this is so much fun. I have one more puzzle for you. Which star is this? Your eyesight belongs to me. I will tear your soul out of your body and burn out your eyes. What the fuck? Have you completely lost your mind? Not funny. Help. Indigo, it wasn't me. You have to believe me. Oh my god, how awful. Can't believe that just happened. Our game was distracting me a little, and now that happened? I swear I have nothing to do with this. I believe you. Calm down. I'll restart my phone. And I'll try to calm down. I hope you can do that too. Take care, Indigo. Okay. What a one-sided conversation we just had. Indigo! Yes, Professor? Why am I just talking to you? Why isn't Tim part of this? How convenient that your friends let me get into their car. That way it will be easier for me to devour their eyes and their souls. They'll be delicious and make me stronger. What the heck are you writing? Professor, this isn't you, is it? I can't take this anymore. Professor, this isn't you, is it? Hello, Indigo. I'd like to thank you and your friends for thinking of me. That way, I get firsthand information about the spectacular find. Caro and Ben seem very nice as well. What do you mean? Of course it's me. I made a mistake. Silly autocorrect. Sorry, I must have misread your text. Don't worry, let's forget about it. I think I misread your text. No problem. I don't like that we're excluding Tim from all of this, though. Thank you again, and please say hello to your colleague, Tim. I shall. Can I do it right now? Nope. Guys, this could change everything. How many times have you said that before, Betty? I feel like you said that more than once. Have you not?
I am Rebecca Baumann, and this is important breaking news. After an intense 3-year crime spree known as the Argus murders, there has finally been a significant development. Less than 2 hours ago, another victim, Danu B, was found. The police have arrested the alleged perpetrator in this gruesome series. It's Yuna Kempf, the sister of the student Mary Kempf, who was also murdered. The arrest was made after Yuna's DNA was found at one of the crime scenes. In addition, there is another decisive piece of evidence that links Yuna to the case, but cannot be made public at present for investigative reasons. This turn of events marks an important milestone in one of the most puzzling and disturbing criminal cases of our time. We will continue to keep you updated with the latest developments. Stay tuned for more details.
I wondered if her name was supposed to be pronounced Yuna, but I feel like everyone was pronouncing it Juna. Or maybe it was just me. Was it just me? Yuna makes sense. Wow, that went faster than I expected. Then she must have kidnapped Amy too. I'm still not sure whether this was her or not. What puzzles me is that the speaker didn't mention anything about a kidnap victim. They finally arrested this psycho. I'm sure they've already taken Amy to safety. If that's really true, that would be the best news of the day. Hi guys, I'm in the car with Caro and Professor Fontaine. That's really good news. So, we've made it? No. Somehow that doesn't fit together. Right. What do you mean? That's what I thought too. Yes, it does. That's what I thought too. It just doesn't fit. Feel free to tell us what bothers you, then we can compare our concerns. Ooh, putting me on the spot. Timing doesn't align. She doesn't know Amy at all. You go first. Timing doesn't align. Exactly. And a bunch of other things. She would never have had time to kidnap Amy. And then call and text you as unknown. Unless she sent the text with a timer. She has an accomplice. Yes, she's innocent. She has an accomplice. Correct. Dude, Betty, this is not my first. I have an accomplice. I'm a scary person sending scary messages while also letting my accomplice do the dirty work case. I survived Dr. Crow and his cronies. Very, very scary, Argus. Very scary. You're a very scary guy. Who's a big scary guy? Who's a big scary August? Oh, you're so big and scary. Oh, you're big and scary. Oh, I know. You just wanted me to know that you're so scary, didn't you? And now you've frozen my screen. I don't know what to do because you're so scary. You're so scary, big and scary August. Sorry, Andy. I was talking to Argus. He needs to know that he's scary. It's very important to him and his ego. I can't get out of the screen. Oh, you're so big and scary. Correct. Either that or she didn't do it. Betty Holmes and Dr. Indigo Watson solved the case. Excuse me? I am Holmes. I am Indigo Holmes. Betty can be my Watson. So we can't relax just yet. No. We're only in episode 3, Enrico. Of course we can't relax just yet. What do you think? I have important news. You do? What is it? I've missed you, pal. Apparently the murderer has been caught. He is not. She is not. Yuna, Mary's sister. We already heard about the arrest, but Yuna is either innocent or has an accomplice. What? What makes you think that? I don't know, the whole situation we went through together. The whole situation you and I went through together. Where somebody did the dirty work and somebody else sent the creepy riddle messages. Tim? What you think? The murderer came forward? Yep. Remind you of a certain Dr. Crow? What's going on with you? Wait, I'll read on quickly. What do you mean what's going on with me? What's going on with you? Holy shit! That means Argus could really exist. I have to block that out first, otherwise I'll go completely crazy. Let's focus on the culprit for now. Okay. Now I understand. Yuna couldn't have committed the kidnapping at that time. At least not by herself. Right. It's like a JK night. Can I call you? Of course, Tim. You can call me anytime you want. I am here for you. And Anna. How's Anna doing?
Hi there. I've just thought about what a dilemma you're actually in. On the one hand, you have to tell the police about it. On the other hand, it would also have serious disadvantages, because if the murderer or Juna's accomplice found out about it, Amy would be in huge danger and you would lose an incredible amount of time. What's more, you actually have a lot of interesting leads right now. So here's a little idea from me. I know someone in the police force. He's actually quite a bigwig.
Stressor!
And I'm sure he'll be able to arrange something for you in the background. I'll get back to you when I have more information. Talk soon.
Strasser! I know him too, Tim, because remember, we're friends. So, what Tim actually said there, because I'm correcting what the game is thinking Tim's saying. Tim said, so here's what I'm thinking. Remember Strasser, who helped us out in the whole Dr. Crow situation? Tim, of course I remember Strasser. Victoria still hangs out with us all the time. We talk about Strasser all the time. Right, of course. So remember Strasser? Well, he's a bigwig now. he doesn't need to tell me all that. Let's back up. Beep, 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 beep. Rewind. Remember Strasser? Of course I remember Strasser, Tim. Right, of course you do. I forget who I'm talking to. Sorry, Indigo. Well, let's contact Strasser and see if he can help us. Good idea, Tim. I've been wondering why we haven't contacted any of our old friends for days or hours or however long it's been. Let's contact Strasser. All right, let's contact Strasser. Talk to you in a few. See you later, Tim. Tell Anna I said hi. That's how that conversation really went. What's his name? Are you sure we can trust him? You know a lot of people. So do you, Indigo. I know. Ace thinks you're a clown. I defended you. On another note, sure. I'm not mad, but I know, I'm sorry. I went behind your back and I'm sharing all the information with you, risking my life, providing you with contacts. And you're not telling me that the murderer contacted you? I'm sorry. I wanted to. Not cool, Indigo. I literally said, why aren't we telling Tim all of this? You're right. I'm sorry. There's so much going on at the moment. I forgot to tell you. Come on, don't be like that. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Your time is running out. Hurry, or something terrible will happen to her.
Okay, so the timing of this being at the exact moment I shared this conversation with Tim feels sus, but I know that Tim is not sus. I know this because he's Tim, because I'm Indigo, who knows Tim, but also because he's still making his silly little videos. Just kidding, they're not silly little videos. But he's still making his YouTube videos about Behind the Legends in the stage. So I know that, and they're very current to the events of the stage. So unless there's some alternate universe where Tim is not the murderer, or is the murderer in this game, but somehow that goes away in the stage because we're in some alternate universe where the events of Argus didn't happen, which I haven't accounted for in my Indigo timeline. But unless that's the case, I know that Tim is not sus. Like, I can completely vouch for the character of Tim as far as I'm concerned. It would be just a shock, and not in a good way, for Tim to suddenly be the culprit of all of this. So, but I would, if not for the fact that it is Tim, find this timing a smidge suspicious, is all I'm saying. Oh, I'm supposed to write something back. We're doing our best. You don't really think you'll get away with it, do you? Let Amy go, you sick bastard. We're doing our best. We're doing everything we can. Okay, well, you know what? What a childish bastard. Are you 14? I don't want to talk to you. I just want to send you scary threats and then sign offline. I don't want to press it again. It's going to make me do stuff I don't want to do. Damn it, guys. The killer got in touch again. Hey, Indigo. Don't forget to also fill Tim in. I don't want Tim to be mad at us. Fuck. That means Betty was right. Either Yuna has an accomplice, or Yuna, as Tim calls her, or she's innocent. So Amy's life is still in danger. All of us are in danger. Yeah, he said in one video, even, "You are not safe." I think is what he said to me at some point, so. Hopefully Caro, Ben, and Fontaine will achieve something. Yuna must be involved in the case somehow. It really looks like she's innocent. Hopefully they'll make some progress and not eat my eyeballs out. I know, they're our biggest hope right now. Hey, Nico. You doing all right, bud? Weren't you not feeling good? No, that's somebody else. That was Noel.
Hey, you two. I just parked in front of Michael's house and I don't know how to say this. It's just a strange feeling. I used to call me a lot, but now, don't think I'm crazy, but the house just feels evil to me. There are so many sad memories. I guess I have no choice. I'll be in a touch soon.
I'm sorry, Nico. You don't have to go through that if you feel uncomfortable. It's just a house. There's nothing wrong with it. Hardly surprising after all the murders Michael Bates committed. You don't have to go through that if you feel uncomfortable. Somebody else can go. Somebody can go with you. I know. But I finally need some certainty. Did Michael also commit the murders related to Love Radar? Or only the Eyes Open murders? Let's find out together. Tim? Feel free to use that in your introduction to the next part. Did Michael also commit the murders related to Love Radar, or only the Eyes Open murders? Let's find out together in the next episode of Behind the Legends. I also made it more rock and roll. You're welcome, Tim. You can take that too. You can take that too, Tim. You can have it all. Also, the killer reached out to me again. I'm so sorry that the indigo that I'm playing as isn't telling you this. I promise you she loves you very much. She just still feels a little bit of loyalty to Andreas, I think. And she shouldn't. She's free. She's a free agent now. This is driving me crazy. What's up? Are you at the house yet? Question mark? What's up? I don't like being your biggest hope. We can't bide the road to the town. This is the third time Caro has driven along the main road, but nothing. Don't you have GPS? Yes, of course, but it's not helping. Unknown route. Why are you panting? Why are you panting? What are you so scared of? What are you so scared of? You're just panting, panting, panting. Shit, it's starting to get really foggy here. Oh no, are you by the orphanage? We need high beam already to see anything at all. You don't put your high beams on in the fog, silly Ben. If you put your high beams on in the fog, then it bounces all the light right back at you and blinds you even more. Like a horror movie scene. The professor has gone pretty quiet too. Is she alive? Check her. Don't you have anything to go on? Can't you ask anyone for directions? Is there anything we can help you with from here? Do you have like a map? Like a road atlas? You could have a look online. We drove off the highway at some point. Then a few miles along a country road. We were meant to turn somewhere here. Wait a sec. You're right. You should turn left somewhere through the forest. Oh no, the forest! And you're there with Ina. You're her new Samu. Wait, something is flashing up ahead. Something is flashing up ahead. Sorry, that was my Samu voice, but I'm not doing that again. It hurts too much. What is it that you're seeing? A bus stop. Weird we didn't notice it earlier. There's someone in it. There's a shadow, a reflection. It looks like a drawing. Careful, someone's standing there. Take a look at the map. Maybe there's a bus connection to Westbrook. That doesn't help us. Careful, someone's standing there. Oh, shit. Didn't see that. Yep. Gotcha. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. Caro and the professor don't have a good feeling. They want to keep driving. But I'm sure this guy can... Don't... What? No! That's not... I said careful of the person standing there. Not, hey, that person standing there looks like a friend. You should reach out to them and say, hey girl, hey. That is not what I said. I get out of there now. It can't hurt to ask. Get the fuck out of there. This isn't going to be Stefan. This isn't going to give us an author's chat. There's no stars next to these options. Definitely. Ben, haven't you learned anything from our movies? In horror movies, this is the moment when you should run. That's scary. What's he doing in the dark? Ben. Fucking Ben. I convinced them. We're getting... Oh my god. Oh my god. Why are you so stupid?
What do you want in Westbrook?
We are looking for a particular house, or rather, the spectacular finds in it.
Go to hell.
We're just asking you where the road to this village is.
Since you don't want to listen, 200 meters in that direction there is a narrow road through the forest, hidden by trees. Now get out of here.
Ben, if you survive this, you and I are going to have a little chat later about why you always listen to Indigo. If you don't survive this, we won't need to have the chat. You'll already know why you always listen to Indigo. You'll know as you are expiring. You'll go, I should have listened to Indigo. And I'll be right again. But I don't want to be right. I want to be right in that you listen to me and you know that I'm right. And then that you survive, which is key here. You convincing everyone to do a stupid thing now made them at risk too. I'm so mad at you, Ben. I'm so mad at you. It's a freaking bad idea. Yeah, Lily. What a nice guy. Why is he so determined to keep you away from the town? Perfect. You know the way now. I know, right? What a creep. Or somebody who is worried about them and he's like, oh, fuck, they didn't listen to their friend who told them not to talk to me, so they're not going to listen to me when I tell them this place is dangerous. I think he's got a screw loose. But Fontaine made quite the impression on me. Although the guy sounded quite aggressive and crazy, she persisted. He didn't. He might have sounded aggressive and crazy in German, but in English, he didn't. That is the way to Westbrook. Yeah. Or to the haunted orphanage. That's no longer haunted thanks to us. Not surprised you had trouble finding the road. Roads like that are common in rural areas. Seems odd to me. It is. Roads like that are common in rural areas, but all of this seems odd to me. All of this seems like something I don't want you to go exploring, but you're not going to listen to me. You've made that very clear. For fuck's sake. Not much cell coverage here. All right, bye, Ben. Don't get my friends dead. Don't get Caro dead. I'm going to be honest. I have weird vibes about Professor Fontaine, so I'd like for all of you to come back alive, but mostly just Caro. I hope they won't break down in the forest. Yeah, I hope a lot of things, Enrico. I hope a lot of things. So, Let's see how long it takes us to get to Nico. Not so bad. Are you there? I'm in Michael's house now. Of course, there's no power. He can afford to pay the taxes, but not the power. We really appreciate it, Nico. It's so weird to be back here. It always used to be a little bit weird here. A bit weird here. But now, after everything that has happened, it's as if evil has settled into every inch of this house. Stay strong, Nico. Get the documents and then get out of there. Take a good look around. You might find important information. Get the documents and then get out of there. That's the plan. Good. Because you have to survive this to be Jimmy. Not really. You actually don't. You're a separate person who just looks a lot like my bestie, Jimmy. I'm standing outside Michael's old study. I was never allowed in here. He was very strict about that. Are you his child? You've got to go in there. Perhaps he has other important documents stored there. Okay. Yes, you weren't allowed in there, but I assume the police were allowed in there. I assume the police made their way in there. He was even sicker than I thought. Why the police didn't take all this down? Why didn't the police deal with all this? The entire wall is covered with angels. I know we see it. He always said that angels were misunderstood. They're not kind-hearted protectors. They're proud warriors of justice. That's Argus saying, enough with the theology lectures. He saw himself the same way. Check this out. The largest painting in this room. Jump scare city. Did you see that? Or is that just me? The painting? Yes, terrible taste. But apart from these pictures, there's nothing here. No files, no documents, nothing. Yeah, because the police went through them all and then gave them back to you, remember? In boxes. I'll go to the attic now. I'll find anything else on the way up. I'll let you know. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye, Nico. Kisses. Mwah. Kisses. Mwah, mwah. I gotta fill this space somehow. It takes so long to get from one chat to the other. We no longer believed it, but... Did the town get destroyed by a tornado? And then they had to write their story in hieroglyphs on the sign, on the town sign. What's the town like? How was the drive through the forest? Say hello to Caro and the professor. How was the drive through the forest? A mixture of Dead End and Blair Witch Project. Cool. They really like referencing Dead End in these games, don't they? Or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Just kidding, it's not that bad. But some parts were spooky. The thick fog, hardly any light, and constant noises and shadows. Yep. We'll be in touch when we're at Vanessa's house. Take care. Always. What about us? I don't know. You want to play a game? Never have I ever. Truth or dare? Two truths and a lie? This or that? Would you ever? Would you rather? Sorry for being so quiet. My dad came back home in the meantime. Or let's say he came back and left again. Did he talk to you about Danu? Have you made up? Did he say that he's working for the police again? Did he talk to you about Danu? Hardly. That's exactly why I need your help. He will indeed be attending the autopsies again. So he came home briefly to pick up a few documents. And he wrote something down on his computer. I guess notes on Danu's death and the crime scene. He doesn't have like a tablet that he could upload information to remotely? Or just pen and paper? That sounds interesting. So what? How is that supposed to help? Sounds interesting. Yes. But unfortunately, it also shows again how damaged our relationship is. Because my dad put a password on the file. Because he suspected that you would try to break in and read the file, which is exactly what you did. So, who's broken the relationship here? Both of you. But also, if you did the thing that he didn't want you to do, you are also responsible. Indigo, so I wanted to ask you for your help again. Can you please decrypt the file? Absolutely. It's just going to take a few minutes. Beep boop. Beep boop. That's what I said. I said beep boop. Indy loves it when I say beep boop. Beep boop. Oh, you like that sound too. That was the sound of the password being successfully retrieved. Thanks, Indigo. Is that like your birthday or something? August 14th? The password. What about the password? Please try to open the file with the password. What about the password? 1408 is my parents' wedding anniversary. SE stands for Sabine and Elias, my mom and dad. I miss her so much. Sounds like he gave it a password that you could guess fairly easily. So maybe the trust between you isn't so broken. I understand it's difficult, but please open the file now. Grief does not have a time limit. Grief does not have a time limit. My dad's notes are really about Danu. Dear Betty, I know you're reading this anyway, so let me talk to you about what I discovered about Danu. First impressions of Danu's body. First inspection of the crime scene before autopsy. Notes by Dr. Elias Frank in consultation with Dr. Lori Bennett. Examination of empty eye cavity. The eye cavities of previous victims showed further injuries, trauma, and scarring in addition to the branded X. These were caused by botched extraction. Some of the wounds also indicated the use of a coarse and worn-out eyelid speculum. Clear deviations are also recognizable on the latest victim. The eye cavity is almost completely intact. Even with a professional enucleation, at least clear incisions should be recognizable after such a short time. An operation with this level of care would also take at least an hour. Dr. Bennett and I cannot explain this at the moment. We are hoping for further information and a plausible explanation from the autopsy. This sounds like Argus. Poor Danu. He doesn't deserve such a brutal death. It's really hard to bear. Probably why he protected you from it, Betty. That's true. Can we do anything with the information? That's true. But it also confirms what Unknown said to Indigo. The first victims were killed by a human. Perhaps even with the help of Argus. But the last murder, Danu, that was Argus. Because the murderer no longer has the creature under control. That means Alicia, Jason, Luis, and Mary were all killed by a murderer on purpose. They were all part of his big plan, apparently. Everything is so frightening. I startle at every little noise or shadow. I don't even feel safe in my own apartment anymore. Even my cat senses that something's wrong. Hopefully Caro, Ben, and Fontaine will find out how to stop this monster. Hopefully. I remembered the attic being less depressing. Everything is dusty and there's hardly any light. Sounds like an attic. Yep, looks like an attic. Attic's gonna attic. ATTIC. I'm not talking about attics right now. Sounds scary. Found anything unusual yet? We didn't send you up there to write a poem about dark houses and empty spaces, Nico. If we wanted poetries, we would contact Nicholas. Oh, something about guys named Nicolas. They just like to wax poetic. Also, I said poetries or something. I don't know what I said. Not really. Just this oppressive silence out here. It feels like someone is watching. Should have come here in daylight. There's no way I'd swap places with you right now. Especially because I have a demon on my back. Literally. Me neither. Why? It's just an attic. Why? Why wouldn't you, Tim? I just can't get rid of this tension. Nico, I know you're not Jimmy, but I just love that two of my best guys are in this chat together with me, even though you're not one of my best guys, but you also kind of are. And, you know, you're like my best pal, and Tim's one of my good buddies from the healing. And I'm just glad that you guys are here with me right now. It really touches me that you guys are here. I just can't get rid of this tension. Hang on, something's wrong. I haven't been here for 7 years. But I could have sworn that I put the boxes away differently. You mean someone was up there in the meantime? Not sure, but yeah, it's possible. The police, one of his followers? It's been such a long time ago. You might not remember it correctly. One of his followers? Possible? I don't know. But if that were the case, it would confirm the theory of a copycat. Doesn't matter for the time being. Let's see what I can find in the documents. Okie doke. The first box contains only business documents. I think you can skip those for now. Hey, orphan's child, I thought you were freed. Yeah, I think you can skip those for now. Yep, let's see what's in the second box. Such a mess here. Well, that looks interesting. What did you find? A little book. There's nothing on the cover, but the contents are all more interesting. Here are some notes on his followers. Wow, Michael wrote everything down to the last detail. Personal details, interests, psychoses, why they followed his faith. Give me an example. How many people approximately? Do any of the names sound familiar? Give me an example. Do it. Tell me, Nico. Tell me now. A certain Dunja Iwaunau. Her parents died in a boat accident. How tragic. Dunja tried to take her own life but survived. It feels like it's almost a thing for Yuna. For Yuna, it feels like it's almost like a pseudonym. It's like Pig Latin, but not. Then she found strength in Michael's faith. Damn it. My suspicions have just been confirmed. Someone must have been in the attic. A page was ripped out here. Doesn't mean anything. Perhaps it was moved beforehand. Shit, you were right. Shit. Indigo, please stop swearing. It's not very becoming of you. No doubt someone was here. That changes everything. Is there a clue as to what was on the page that was ripped out? Come to me, misses her very more, and still loves her. A great loss. Car accident, I trust, suspicious. Is this Betty's dad? Did Betty's dad do all of this? What if Betty's dad did all of this? That gives you an idea why the person became a Bates supporter. They lost a loved one in a car accident. But unfortunately, the most important information is missing, including who they are. There's been a lot of car accidents in these games. A lot of car accidents. It seems as if the one who died was a wife or a friend. It's still very helpful. Why can't one thing run smoothly for once? It seems as if the one who died was a wife or a friend. I agree. In any case, there is talk of she. Let me sum it up. 7 years ago, Michael committed the Eyes Open murders. Then one of his followers murdered in Love Radar and blamed Michael for everything. This is confirmed, or at least suggested, by the torn-out page. But after Michael's arrest, the second murder simply disappeared. Let me continue the story. All right, guys. 4 years later, exactly 3 years ago, another series of murders began. And once again, there are links to Love Radar and Eyes Open. You're talking about the August murders. So you think Michael's unknown follower successor is the August killer? Yes, I could imagine that it's one and the same person. I think it's Betty's dad, and I still think he's using like hypnosis technology. I don't remember how long ago Betty's mom died, but I don't think she was sick. I think it was an accident, wasn't it? That would be crazy and absolutely plausible at the same time. I don't know, you're concluding all this from a torn out page. Damn, that would fit perfectly. That would be crazy and absolutely plausible at the same time. Crazy and absolutely plausible is my life story, Indigo. Indigo, crazy and absolutely plausible is the life I've lived since Dr. Crow terrorized me and my friends. So, this is a lot to process. Not only did Michael not commit all of the murders, the second murder may also be the August killer. I'll keep searching for more clues. Okay. I mean, he committed enough murders for you not to, like, worship the guy or something, you know, Nico. Like, you don't have to reevaluate your perspective of this man. He committed enough murders for you to be like, nah, still not a good guy. Like, if you're looking for some sort of answers that will make you want to be friends with Michael Bates again, I'm telling you, you're not going to find them here. You're not going to find them in this game, okay? Thanks, Nico. Get in touch if you find anything. Also, Tim, you know that source that you found, Professor Fontaine, that you connected me with? Yeah, I may have just sent her off to her death. So there's that too. All right, toodles. See you later. I'm gonna have to leave this part here though. I was kind of having a bit of fun. For the first time in this game, I was kind of having some fun. But yeah, we are slowly unraveling the mystery. I think my theory is starting to form. I'm thinking it might be Betty's dad. And I think that my theory still stands about him using some sort of hypnosis. So he's not committing all the crimes himself. I still think Noel is one of the killers. I think Noel, his hands are dirty. Juna, I also think, is one. I think the names are scrambled on purpose. So I think Juna or Yuna is that same person as the Juna or whatever the name was in the writing. And then I think also it's also going to be Betty's dad. But even when we do see the name, it's going to be jumbled up somehow with a different letter added in the mix. So it's not just an anagram, it's an anagram with an extra letter added. And I think that some of these people who are having headaches or aren't feeling good or are missing time are people who were hypnotized into doing things at certain times. I still think Sarah and Vanessa are the same actor, and I don't know if that is part of the story or just a necessity in the development of the game, but I still think they're the same person. And I still think it feels like it's part of the game and not part of the behind the scenes, like breaking fourth wall type thing. Like, I mean, Jimmy or even Ina and Caro are obviously not meant to be the same person. Caro is a different person, just played by the same actress. That's how acting works. I get it. Nico and Jimmy, same thing. But I don't know which of those things is the case with the Sarah Vanessa thing, or if I'm just completely wrong. But Tim showed us a picture of Sarah at the beginning of episode 3 that was not one of any of the other pictures of Sarah that we've seen. We haven't seen that picture, but she had short hair and she looked more like Vanessa. And I don't know if I'm just reading too much into that or what, but it feels sus, Tim. Tim, you're feeling sus. So I don't know what's going on, y'all, but that's where I'm at with my theories right now based on the information we've gotten so far. I think that's it. So until the next one, ta-ta!